Hello again, everyone. This is another one of my worst to best reviews from top to bottom, and this time I'm going to be reviewing my worst to best of the Expendables franchise. So, I love these films. It's an action fan's dream come true, having all the action stars you have in them, and I hope we get more. But without further ado, here we go. Number 4 is Expendables 4, or Expendables, whichever you want to call it. Now this film, I can enjoy it. I enjoyed it more when I went to see it at the cinema. But the more times I've watched it since, you can see how rushed it was, and yeah. So you got Sylvester Stallone in this as Barney Ross, returning as Barney Ross. He disappears a bit into the movie, fakes his death, but comes back later on, which is quite obvious, but still. Jason Statham's pretty much the main character in this movie, Lee Christmas. I think originally they was going to make it a spin-off called A Christmas Story, Expendables A Christmas Story, but I think you could tell by when you watch this, that was the idea of it, but they made it a proper fourth Expendables movie. It also has Dolph Lundgren in it, returning as Gunnar Jensen. There's no Wesley Snipes in this movie, no Antonio Banderas in this movie, which is really annoying. I don't know why they didn't bring them back from the third one to be in this. Like I say, it looks like it were rushed, and Iko Uwais is in this. He plays a good bad guy. I hope I haven't butchered his name. And also Tony Jaa's in this. They're pretty much new faces. Well, and Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, he's in this. He does a good part. He's pretty good in it, but yeah, not much. The action's not bad, like I said. The fight scenes, especially with Jason Statham when he's fighting Iko Uwais, and also you've got your Tony Jaa fight scenes, and he's pretty good in it. But yeah, Randy Couture returns in this as well as one of the original Expendables. You've got 4 of the original Expendables in this, and like I say, it just feels rushed, and compared to the rest, this is definitely my worst of the franchise, and I just hope they make up for it and give us a 5th one and bring people back and give us more names onto it, but I'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, that is my number 4, the Expendables, or Expendables, whatever. Next is the Expendables 3. My number 3 is Expendables 3, sorry. Now this, I thought was awesome because Wesley Snipes was in this, and I'm a big Wesley Snipes fan. I love the Blade movies. I will talk about them at some point. But yes, like I was saying earlier, this has Antonio Banderas in it, and he plays a funny as hell character in it called Gargo. For some reason, they brought his son into this one, and he's just acting exactly like him, and it didn't work as good. But yeah, this also has a lot of the young stars in it. Ronda Rousey. I can't think of the names without looking at Kellen Lutz, I think one of them is called. Glenn Powell. Ronda Rousey, they weren't great, you know what I mean? I think that's why they didn't bring them back for the next one, you know what I mean? And plus this were cut down the violence, it were PG-13, even though this is the R-rated version, extended, I think, 15, but yeah, a lot better than Expendables 4. Again, you've also got Kelsey Grammer in it, Jet Li, but he only has a bit part, Schwarzenegger, Harrison Ford, Mel Gibson plays a great bad guy in this, actually. That is one good thing about this film. Well, don't get me wrong, this is a hell of a lot better than Expendables 4. But yeah, this is my number 3 pick, the Expendables 3. You've got some great action scenes, great explosions, and yeah, Wesley Snipes' character, Doc, is cool as hell in this as well. I'm so annoyed why they didn't bring him back for the fourth movie. But that is my number 3. My number 2, again, this is my top 4 in order, so my number 2 is the original Expendables. I mean, some days this can be my number 1, but today this is my number 2 at the moment. This, Stallone, Statham, Couture, Stone Cold Steve Austin plays a good henchman in this. This also has Gary Daniels playing a good bad guy. He doesn't get much of a part in this, but what he does is pretty good. He has a great fight scene in it towards the end. And the main bad guy is Eric Roberts in this movie. But yeah, Dolph Lundgren is great. Well, Dolph Lundgren is great in them all, to be honest. He's probably my favourite character of them all, Gunnar Jensen. But yeah, Jet Li is awesome in this. Jet Li is badass. You know, the fight scenes Jet Li does in this is top notch. But yeah, this is the Extended Director's Cut version. I don't know if you can find it anywhere. I got this off of Play.com years ago. This was exclusive to Play.com. So, but yeah, no, not Play.com, Amazon should I say, sorry. An Amazon exclusive, but yeah. Great story. Jason Statham's awesome in this. Well, Jason Statham's awesome in all of them again, like, but yeah. For, you know, directed by Sylvester Stallone, the other one that Sylvester Stallone directed, but you can tell, because it is really good, honestly. But, like I say, that is my number 2 pick of the Expendables franchise. My number 1 pick is, I'll let you know, this is my reason why this is the number 1 pick. The Expendables 2. This is my number 1 pick. I think the action picks up from the first one. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis's parts are bigger in this. This also has Scott Adkins in it, who plays a henchman, and the main bad guy is one of my favourite actors of all time, Jean-Claude Van Damme. He plays a character called Jean Villain. And he has a good fight at the end with Stallone. Could have been a better fight. I mean, I'd have preferred to see Van Damme do a few more of his martial art moves. I mean, you get him to do his helicopter kick twice, which looks awesome. He knocks Stallone down, he goes, "Over so soon? I want my money's worth." But yeah, decent fight, you know. It ends up just being a brawl, really, but yeah, the rest of the movie is pretty cool as fuck, you know what I mean? Sorry about my language. But yeah, yeah, I do love this. This is my number 1 pick, The Expendables 2. And your new faces to this, as well as the ones I've already mentioned. You've got, what's his name? The guy who played Thor, his brother, Liam Hemsworth is in this, the brother of Chris Hemsworth. He doesn't last very long. He's like a sniper for him. He gets killed off towards the beginning of the movie, like, and they take revenge for him, like, Van Damme's character kills him. But yeah, again, it is awesome. I do love them all, I've got to say. I do love them all. This is the worst one, is the Expendables 4, by far. But this is my favourite one, the Expendables 2. Again, Van Damme plays a great bad guy. He's played it a handful of times in the past, but he does it nice in this. Proper evil, and yeah, looks cool as fuck, it does. But yeah, that is my number 1 pick, the Expendables. Just before I go, I hope they do an Expendables 5, and some of the, I hope they bring back Wesley Snipes. I hope they bring back Antonio Banderas. I hope they bring back Terry Crews, you know, make ends meet and bring him back somehow. And also, the new faces I'd love to see in an Expendables 5 film, you know. How about giving someone like Michael Jai White, you know, give Michael Jai White a good chance. It could be a great bad guy or a great good guy, whichever. And Mark Dacascos is another one. Again, could be a great bad guy, great good guy. Bolo Young, he could be a great henchman. I know he's getting older now, but that's what this is about, in aging action heroes. Never mind bringing some of your young people in and all that. That's what this is supposed to be about, this franchise, aging action heroes. I think that's where they went wrong with the third one, and went wrong definitely with the fourth one, because there weren't enough aging action heroes in it and people returning. But yeah, Vin Diesel maybe, you know what I mean? Another name. Like I say, I've mentioned, I'd love to see Michael Jai White. I've screamed for that for a long time. And Mark Dacascos, definitely. You know, we've got, what is it in this one, haven't we? Scott Adkins. So maybe there's hope, you know, if we do ever finally get a fifth movie. But I think they need to go all out with a fifth movie. It'd be great to see a fifth movie, you know what I mean? Other people, maybe Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames would be a great main bad guy. I think he would. I know he's getting on. But again, like I said, it's about aging action heroes. You know what I mean? So there's other people you could have in it. You've got wrestling action stars now, like Dwayne Johnson. I know he's expressed interest, or I've heard he has, that he'd love to be in an Expendables movie, and he'd love to be the bad guy hunting them down. The other thing about that is how big Dwayne Johnson is. Would he make it all about him? You know what I mean? And we don't want that. But other people, what about Dave Bautista? He'd be great in it. He could be a great bad guy, big henchman. John Cena, he could join the group maybe. There's so many others out there that, you know, Cynthia Rothrock, another one you could add to the mix, you know. There's so many, like Philip Ree from the Best of the Best movies. So much potential of so many options for action stars to bring into the next movie, which we hopefully we get. But yeah, anyway, Expendables 2 is my number one. And I think it will be all the time because, you say, Van Damme's in it and he's ace. I'm a big Van Damme fan. But yeah, that is my worst to best of the Expendables franchise. Sorry I ranted on a little bit, but, you know, that's just, you know, that's what I'd like to see happen anyway. All those that I mentioned. But yeah. Until the next time, everybody, please like and subscribe. And keep geeking out, everyone. Thanks for watching.